doing?
We are just working cows.
You're working cows with your brother?
Uh-huh.
All right. That's great.
Hey guys, this is Tim at VanLeeuwen Family Farm. I'm getting ready to go check the cows at our Cassidy farm. We had some snow and some ice, and the temperature got down to about 8 degrees last night, and it's supposed to get even colder than that. So let's hop in the truck, go check on the cows. We're gonna give them a little bit of hay while we're out there. I put this hay out for these cows last night. They weren't up. It was dark when I put it out, but I figured they'd find it since it's not too far from the windmill there where the water is, and a protein and mineral tub. But look at where they're at. They're way out there grazing snow and ice covered grass, and it looks like they haven't even been up this way. Which, that kind of surprises me. But on the other hand, we've been breeding these cattle to survive in harsh conditions. They've been able to utilize the forage that they have, and they've just become very hardy animals. They've kind of been trained that way over the last few years, and it's showing. Although there's a lot of grass out there, it's snow and ice covered, but I guess that doesn't seem to be stopping them, which is what I like to see. We're gonna try to get them up here to eat on this hay, and try to call them up here to come find this hay up here. But if not, they'll find it eventually whenever they get around to meandering up here. I really don't even know if we need to be feeding hay right now, because if we take a look at this grass, you can see it's covered in ice. Let me get a better view. But as I kind of shift it around, you can see that the ice, don't know why this camera doesn't want to take a video of this, but oh, maybe because I'm blocking the camera. You can kind of see that this ice is falling off the grass there. So even though it looks snow and ice covered at first, when you sweep it back, there's the grass. And those cows are eating that. They've learned to forage through the snow and the ice and eat on that grass. And that's been a goal of ours for the last couple years, to try to get our cattle self-sustainable and to get them used to eating this stockpile grass and forage and survive on their own. And boy, it's cold out here, 16 degrees, and if you take your gloves off, your hands will be froze in a matter of seconds. But these cattle, they're adapting, and that's what we breed them for, and that's how we train them. And when everybody else's cows are up there by the hay pile, eating hay and being lazy, ours are out working hard, grazing the forage that they've got, even through the toughest conditions. Let's go see if we can call them up and get them to eat on some of this hay, although I don't really even think they need it at this point. They've got protein tubs out here. They've been eating on those. They've been eating on the grass, and I'll bet you they're just as fat as they were the last time we were out here. It's getting late, getting dark. I know it's hard to see. Ferdinand's trying to get him some action. Although that was the bull he was just riding, so he ain't getting a whole lot of action from him. You can see these cattle down here grazing. They're doing what nature does. They've adapted. I heard some coyotes in the background. They've adapted to their environment. Last year we hardly fed any hay, and these cattle had to survive on dormant, stockpiled native grass. And they're doing the same this year. Last year was a good experience for them, and now they already know what to do, which is probably why they haven't bothered going back up there to the front by the water and the windmill. They must be, you know, although this creek looks frozen, this creek gets fairly wide in places. But although it looks frozen, they probably stepped on the ice, cracked it and got water. And they're just out here grazing this snow covered and ice covered grass. And yeah, they look to be doing just fine. I know it's hard to see, especially with black cattle. These cattle still look fat. They don't look like they've been hurting for feed. Boy, for having sub-freezing temperatures the last 3 days, and especially as cold as it's gotten at nighttime, and the lows that we've been getting in with this ice and snow, they still look to be in good condition. They're not hurting. Maybe I can get some better video of them during the daylight when it's not getting as dark.